Good morning, everybody. This is Coin Run. It is 10:36 a.m. I don't usually wake up this late. I needed to catch up on some sleep because I've been trading. I've been over trading. It's been a crazy market, and I set all my stops last night at about midnight. Went to sleep, woke up, and they're all hit. It, it's the nature of the beast. It's just the way it is. Good news is that I made a lot of money on Bitcoin, on my long on Bitcoin, which I took. Where did I take this from? Dun, 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 dun. Right here. And my stop was hit around here. This is where my stop was set. I did take quarter profit yesterday when it made its move up, and I set my stops, and those were hit in the green. Made money. Now I'll just be looking for the next trade. This is the market's very volatile. I'll be watching it very closely. And now, yeah, as you guys probably know, I was long Ethereum too. This was crazy. I mean, I lost money on this one. Not a lot relative to how much money I've made in the past few days. Thankfully, my stops were set. But, it was on track. On my plan, it was going up to 23 bucks, 24. It was going to keep going up. And it could possibly still do it. But this candle here is going to really scare off a lot of people. And, this is Ethereum priced to the US dollar. I don't know if you guys know, but maybe I could fill you in on it. There was a hack on the Dow, and Ethereum and the Dow there's just a massive sell-off. My plan was working, but things like this you can't foresee, and it just happens. Maybe I can help you guys understand why I thought Ethereum was going to go up to these levels. Not only was the technicals showing that, but there's also like a fundamental reason why I thought that. Ethereum, we had this crowd sale for the Dow, and the Dow raised $150 million in Ethereum. And that equated at that point to about 25% of the Dow supply, and roughly 15%, of the Ethereum supply, excuse me. So about 25% of the Ethereum supply was in the Dow, and you also had another about roughly 15% that haven't been issued on Ethereum for the Ethereum network, being held in private wallets, etc. And so we had about 40%, 40% of Ethereum's float is what it's called, wasn't being traded. So when that happens, and the supply is still relatively good because Bitcoin is surging, and you have Ethereum going up with Bitcoin because of that. The supply is there, and if I just want to show you guys something. Actually, let me just explain myself first. The demand is there, and the supply is now shrunk. It was shrunken because most of the supply, or a large amount of the supply, is in the Dow. So what happens when those type of situations occur in the markets, when there's a huge buyer and he buys up a large percentage of the float, it drives the price up because there's not as many people selling and there's still a lot of people buying. And that's exactly what we were seeing. But this Dow hack is just absolutely crazy. It's whatever. You take your losses when they need to be taken. It's just the nature of the beast. So, it sucks. I'm kind of down because of it, but I had high hopes for that trade. But, move on to the next. See what we have going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin did sell off a little bit yesterday before the Ethereum sell-off. And then it sold off again, as you can see here, because of the Ethereum sell-off. And this would have been a good dip buy, but I was sleeping. and it just, reclaimed itself right here to this main support. The Bitcoin is still in the top Fibonacci level here, between the 100% Fibonacci level and the 0.786 Fibonacci level. So this is, I'm still bullish on it. We'll see how it goes. I have no position right now because I was stopped out, but I'll watch it. If I see this consolidate, and if this doesn't make like a head and shoulders or something that tells me it's bearish, then I will I will not take a position on it. I don't want to short this at all. But if I see it, consolidate here, consolidate between 5160 and 4700. So 51 or 52 and 47, if it's consolidating in between this area, I'll be happy to take this long off of this trend line. If it hits that trend line, I'll definitely take it long. If that does happen for us bulls, if this does happen, just know there's a lot of people shorting right now, and they're shorting because of Ethereum. They're shorting because of this big volume this candle right here, and maybe this might be an opportunity for the bulls to trap those shorts and take this much, much higher. This might be what Bitcoin needs to go higher. If it goes below this 4,700 mark here, we may have to wait a couple more weeks before we see another nice surge like we've seen on, who is this? I'll get to that later. Like another big surge like we've seen. Ethereum. Let's look at that. I know a lot of people are shorting Ethereum right now, which is another recipe for disaster for those shorts. The panic has already, came. We might have more panic later as more people become aware of what happened, and they might sell their DAO or their Ethereum because of that. And the story is still developing, so there's really just a lot of emotion in this market right now. A lot of volatility. I mean, look, we moved from 0.0274 down to 0.017. That's over 10%. That's over a 30% move. It was just a large move. A lot of selling. This is big selling. Big selling. So right now we're going to have some massive range, and this might be a good opportunity if you're good at trading large range, to make some decent money. I actually took a short when I woke up and I saw this at 24.024. Let's short that down. I covered right about here. I got a little greedy. I thought it was going to keep going down. I'll keep watching this. I'll keep watching this. I'll probably trade. I'll probably sell the rallies, these little mini rallies, and buy these dips until we have more development on that story. But based on the big picture, let's look at the big picture for Ethereum. It doesn't look too good. Let's see how it recovers today. It doesn't look good at all. And if you guys took this trade with me, I hope you guys set stops in good areas. Let me show you where I got stopped out, actually. I got stopped out. I was actually in the green pretty nicely yesterday. Before I went to bed, I saw this right here. It broke out a little bit. It was consolidating up. I was like, I'll go to sleep. It's going to be good. I'm going to wake up to some profits. And I was in the green there, and this thing happens. I set my stops like I told you in my last video, down here at 0.025. Where is it? 0.025. No, that wasn't where I set my stops. Actually, it was where I set my stops. 0.025 down there. And obviously they were hit. And they actually ran over a bit. I was stopped out. I was liquidated a little bit lower than where my stop was. So, like I said, I lost money, but it was relative to what I've earned this week. It's not too big of a deal. but let's get to it. Let's look at the big picture view. On the big picture view, we have a massive head and shoulders. No good. We have one head and shoulder, but this was a fake out and it broke out. But then we had one big head and shoulders. We had head and shoulders here, broke down, and then a reverse head and shoulders broke up, and now we have another head and shoulders break down. Okay, head and shoulders and big picture head and shoulders. This is not good at all. Maybe I can clarify for you. Maybe if you guys are not familiar with what a head and shoulders pattern is, it is actually my favorite pattern to trade. It's very predictable. Once it goes below this shoulder support here, and it retests that area and it fails, which is what I'm looking for, this could be a very dramatic breakdown. So if you guys are buying this dip and expecting for it to go up in the long term, maybe you guys just want to let the dust settle and make your trade then. Also, let's take a look at the Fibonacci levels, which these cryptocurrencies trade respect the Fibonacci levels. They really do respect these Fibonacci levels a lot. So we have, right now it's just sitting at the point, it's close, underneath the 0.618 61% Fibonacci level. If it continues to sit below this, it's not good at all, because this is a key area for support. And right now it's resistance. So, just keep an eye on that level there, which equates to, where is that? Oh, 0.023. That's a strong resistance area. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how it reacts to this area today. I'm gonna call it a wraps today for this video. I will be trading. I'll be posting my entries and my exits on my Twitter. You can follow me on Official Coin Run. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Thank you. Have a good day.